The infection is spreading faster than your fear. The cut looked small this morning, just a scratch, something you brushed off while the world burned in the background. But now the swelling is hot, red, and pulsing with a heartbeat that isn't yours. Normally, you'd go to urgent care, sit under fluorescent lights, complain about the wait. But those days are gone. Pharmacies are stripped bare. Hospitals are tombs. It's just you, the fever building behind your eyes, and whatever you can create before the infection wins. I tell you the truth as you grip the counter to steady yourself. You're not fighting the wound. You're fighting time. You grab garlic because it's the first thing your instincts scream for. You crush it, releasing the sharp, familiar burn of allicin. Primitive medicine, sure, but primitive is better than dead. You smear it onto the wound and gasp as it lights your nerves on fire. Pain means you're still here. Pain means the battle hasn't been lost yet. Then you reach for honey. Real honey.
Thick, golden, ancient. The kind bacteria choke on. You warm it with your hands and spread it over the wound like armor, sealing in the sting of the garlic with a layer that's outlasted empires. Honey doesn't spoil. It endures. You're trying to do the same. You make salt and water, stirring until it looks like the ocean you wish you were recovering beside. You flush the wound even though the burn makes your vision blur. Salt doesn't negotiate with infection. It just kills. You check your shelves for anything with alcohol, rubbing alcohol if you're lucky, vodka if you're not. You clean the wound edges, teeth clenched, breath sharp. In collapse, you don't get sterile. You get sterile enough to stay alive. The fever starts drifting up your spine, fogging your thoughts. You sit before you fall. I remind you to breathe slow, steady, controlled. Panic is a tax your body can't afford. You mutter to yourself to stay conscious, and somewhere in that delirious rambling, you manage a half-whispered plea for anyone listening to subscribe, because surviving alone is hell, and people who plan together live longer.
You find the apple cider vinegar, the harsh stuff that bites your nose. You dab it around the wound, not inside it, letting its acidity create a barrier. Imperfect, but powerful. Collapse doesn't give you perfect, only options. You heat water, soak cloth, press warmth into the angry flesh to pull blood flow toward the infection, forcing your body to fight harder. You drink water, even though you don't want to. Dehydration fuels fever. Fever fuels death. You force yourself to stay awake as the room tilts. Night crawls across the window. You don't know if the heat in your skin is victory or decline. But slowly, the redness stops spreading. The pain sharpens instead of deepening. You're still in the fight. And as long as you fight, you live. The world may have collapsed, but your will hasn't. And that's the strongest antibiotic you have.